Hello y'all, my name is Clifford Campbell. I'm a teacher out in El Paso, Texas. I've been doing the TSI reviews out here for several years now, and I've gotten to know the exam pretty well. So let's walk through it. I'm going to explain how this test works. Okay, so the lowest score you can get is a 910. Highest score you can get is a 990. Right in the middle there is the passing score that you need, which is a 950. Now, a 950, how do you attain a 950? Well, it starts out, there's two sections, okay? Section 1 and Section 2. Okay, Section 1, it's 20 questions, okay? 20 questions. In my opinion, from what I have noticed about my students taking the exam, the first 20 questions, this is the easiest part to pass. Okay, it's 20 questions. Now, you start with easy questions, and as you answer them correctly, they get harder and harder as it goes on. Okay. Now, if you do not do well, first off, if you don't do well, you're going to get easy questions the entire time. Okay. And when I say easy, they might not be easy to you. They're just like all solve for X or set up a ratio. There's no real pie charts or graphs or things like that are going to start, making you think geometrically and things. Okay, now, so if you don't get hard questions, you're going to end up getting a score between this 910 and 950. And if you get something between 910 and 949, that means you're going to do the Section 2 part of the test. And this is called the diagnostics test, okay? Diagnostics test. And what it is 48 questions. And the 48 questions, from what I've seen, seems more difficult to pass than the first 20 questions from just my prior years of experience. So I would say you need to focus on the first 20, and if you don't do well on them, then you are going to go to the diagnostics exam and, try your hardest. This one is not scored from a 910 to 990. This is scored from a 1 to a 6. A 6 being passing. Okay. Now, there are TSI review materials out online that are free. The TSI puts out one itself, which it shows you what type of material is going to be covered. And then the question, it gives you like a practice exam, 20 questions, okay? Now, I love practice exams. I want you to do it. It's going to help you out. But in my personal opinion, since it goes from easy to hard, a practice exam isn't really possible because you might get, the very start, you might get a solve for X wrong, and then you might just be getting solve for X the entire exam. So your exam may not look anything like this exam because you were getting something wrong continuously. So the TSI exam, starts to attack it because it's showing that you have a lack of a gap in that area of mathematics. So what you really need to do is you need to have kind of overall rounding in mathematics so that you can get to that 950. Okay, but that's how the exam works. Now, I highly suggest looking at my how to use my review because I've used it a lot with my students, and I've seen based off of what scores they get, what they kind of need to focus on. And I think that's going to help you a lot on where to start and what to do. Okay, you have a great day.